Hello, everyone again. I got so dejected that we couldn't find any storms on the way to Chicago, which, I should have not been surprised. However, I go out, do some things in the yard real quick and stuff, and I start hearing thunder. And I'm like, what? Did I pick the wrong city? And not sure. But yeah, there's thunderstorms around here. Now, by the time we get there with this, they'll probably be gone. But we're going to give it a shot. We're going to do some storm chasing. Um, and we're not going to be doing the hurricane type. We're going to be doing the thunderstorm type. Plus, this being the default C90, they've done some updates. Hopefully, we don't have to hand fly it. We may have to, but we're hoping not to. So, welcome aboard. We are, let me double check before I insert foot, size 9.5. Okay, a correction, it's gone up a size 10. And yes, we are on Sim Toolkit. Or correction, Sim Air Force. And if you're interested in joining a virtual special ops group, here's some information for you. And where's your sense of adventure? Duluth fly in with a comment. I just kind of see Evansville, Indiana, where we are not finding many hurricanes. Could be wrong. Yeah, I've been wrong before. Hurricane Ike was one of those. But, and if y'all curious, look it up. Hurricane Ike and Lake O'Hare. You'll see what I mean. But no, we're going to hunt some thunderstorms. Hopefully. Sun's down. Hopefully that does not. Tornado Hunter 2.0. That could be us. Yeah. So, doubtful. I don't think they were that mean, but I do think they were coming apart. So, hopefully they'll stay long enough. Because we do have a weather radar in here. And I'm kind of curious how it looks. So, enough talk. Let's get inside and let's get a couple things going. Because you can see there isn't much light. How about we get the flashlight? All right, let's get this thing powered up here real quick, or at least battery, avionics. Oh, what was our squawk codes? Hang on. 7340. Always takes so long. Okay, on. Everything else is on. They're off. Yeah, I see it. I just want to get everything else up and readied. Okay, let's see how that looks. Much better. Hey, let's turn the flashlight off now. Okay. Now, you're probably going, why are these two dark still? That's because you got to come down here. One of my pet peeves with this plane, nothing to Laminar's worry, it's King Air. And yeah, just hang on, let me, altitude for the day 12,000. Almost doesn't need to be pressurized, but we shall. All right, there we go. And we'll get back to this in just a minute. All right.
Pull up.
All right, so now everything's lit up as we're used to. Okay. Climb out of here, 12. Okay, and we'll get radios here in a second. All right, so yeah, like we said, here we are. We're on the ramp, one of many here at Evansville. We're going to just do a short hop over to Scott Air Force Base and see what kind of trouble we can get in there. How about that? Let's bring in Sim Toolkit. Actually, hang on, I did forget one other program. Now, why did it do that? Interesting. There we go. All right, so today we are going to be flying out of Evansville as indicated. Here, let me just kind of show you. Now, here's what I talk about a lot with these weather programs, weather into flight sims. What you see here was maybe, you know, it's hard to say when they take it from the real world servers for the weather and it actually updates into each flight simulation program out there, from Active Sky to the main simulators. However, you can see we should see something. I'll even back it up one more. Elevatech. Now you can see them kind of shrinking. We'll see what, like I said, it's evening, anything's possible. All right, so back to Sim Toolkit, brief this out real quick, come off external power and crank them up. Okay, there we go. Okay, today's payload, 800 pounds. 4 people, just basically Pocket City, which is Evansville's VOR, on the Victor 4 to Centralia, in on Centralia. Currently, Scott Air Force Base 3-2 right. That could be because of outflow from these storms. We'll fly at 1700 RPM, 12,000. Okay, that sounds about right. We should easily, that's about what we did that one other flight when 3.0 released a couple weeks ago. And so, again, weather here, what as of 23:54, so we're coming up on an hour old. Winds out of the east, 105, 10-mile visibility. Nothing going on as of yet here in Evansville. Over in MidAmerica, Scott Air Force Base land, 150 at 4. Why are we getting 3-2 right? Challenge me with storms? I don't know. 10-mile visibility and scattered 10,000, 14,000 broken. Lightning distance southeast, south, and DZE 17. Not sure what that is. Drizzle? I don't know. Anyway, let's see. Maybe, just maybe, I'll get some clarification from yeah, drizzle ending at, wow, there's drizzle. Okay, that's what it was at 0017. Wow. Never seen drizzle. I always see it DZ. That's why I took a stab at it. All right, we're on VATSIM, we're on Sim Air Force. Let's get to work, shall we? Unless you all aren't ready. I assume you're not. All right, real quick, walk around. Hey, some of you all may not have seen this bird. Again, basically it is a Beechcraft C90 King Air. Its actual call sign is a BE9L, and I can't ever remember the last character, but you're not going to find it in SimBrief. I don't even think VATSIM recognizes it. So BE200, which is a little bit more powerful than this plane, is what we're going for. And we're under the call sign SAM. Yes, Duluth, first time using the call sign SAM. So 18. So if you're out there trying to find us, first off, you got to find Evansville. I ain't going to help you there. So, all right, let's have some fun, shall we? Got the GPSs already programmed. Worst case scenario, like we did to Groton, Connecticut, we'll follow the line. But we are hoping for better results. All right, real quick, we're looking at 299er6. Oh, wow, this has been updated. They have done a lot of updates to this aircraft. The A330, the Lanker, what do they call it? Evolution, I think, and a couple others. And really curious if it's going to blow our socks off or blow me out of the air. One of the two. We'll find out. Real quick, while we're waiting, Pocket City is 113. 3. That'll give us a quick steer. I'm planning, I'm going to go ahead and bring that in just so you can see the airport. Yes, commercial aircraft come in from Chicago. Trying to think of anything real quick. I don't know if Dallas and Allegiant. So those of you looking for ideas, there you go. Who fly for those. So anyway, like I said, we're going to come off 18. Remember, the wind here is 105. Yes, I think I could get off 34 or a 9 without trouble, but why? When you got a nice 6,200-foot runway, not too far away from you. So we'll just taxi out Charlie and out. Come out and go direct Pocket City. Okay, come down here and then basically direct Centralia. I'll go ahead and put that one in too. And I'll put that over here for an intercept, maybe, probably not. I don't think they modeled that side well. Let's find out. Yeah, well, actually, yeah, I could. Well, anyway, we'll see how that goes. Let's push that up. All right, everything else ready to go. 121.5, 122.8. CTAF here. Whoop, wrong. Let's get on messages. KEVV 18.7. By the way, I hope y'all were enjoying the arrival into O'Hare. We did that a couple hours ago. It was a fun flight from Phoenix, and hope y'all got what you were looking for out of it. Pretty good landing. It was fun flying for American Virtual on that. We had a really good crowd for that, so I hope the same for this rather short. I'm hoping to get this in pretty quick, so to kind of make up for in case we don't have a stream tomorrow. All right, now one of my pet peeves with this airplane. And again, this is not an X-plane grief or gripe. It's a Beechcraft gripe. Now, granted, a pilot, you know, you get your hand on the right knob, you turn it. Problem is, in flight simming, you see what I'm having to do. It's the same thing. Yeah, I know. Go ahead, say it. VR, VR, VR. No, 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 no. All right, so first heading will be roughly 243. All right. And we'll put our heading. And again, another little pet peeve. Again, I don't know. I guess I got spoiled. There was a gentleman in X-Plane 11 that made a just spot on great King Air C90 mod, free, just dynamite. Knobs were up here, had a heading down here for you to see, just like your course, just dynamite. And unfortunately, it didn't port over. So he also, from what I understand and talking with people, a flat out unbelievable Cessna 172 for X-Plane. The King Air, I mean, you could move both levers at the same time. I don't know if you could do that now, because we have to. They're not moving. There they can, yeah, we can't. Get those up to full. And there's arguments on that too. I'm not getting into them. That'll just eat up time. All right, so we got all of the basics set. Let's do it. All right, checklist time real quick. Oh, wait, is that door open or closed? Now closed. Okay, load is set, and to load this airplane, you just come up the flight, hit it with the edit flight weight and balance. Control locks are never on these sim aircraft. Here's what the wheel looks like. It doesn't go round and round for those of you with small kids. Go ahead, pull these out. We'll get that in a minute. Actually, I think I got it right. Yeah, we got it. All right. And make sure everything up here is set. All right, we're coming off external power. And finishing it up here. Okay, seatbelts are on. Do we have our seatbelt sign on? All right, overhead panels checked. Oxygen, cabin temperature is the big knob right off screen here. It is off. Notice the blade every now and then. You see it. I love that. Didn't do that in FSX. Condition levers. Fuel are the condition levers. Cutoff. Props, obviously, constant speed prop changes the pitch on the blades. Throttles are right here to the left. You see them moving. We put the props to full, and parking brake is set. All right, batteries are on, fuel pumps coming on. And inverter fuel pressure check, firewall inverter off, transfer pumps on. Do we need to cross feed yet? I think that comes next. All right. Starting them up. We'll go ahead, start the right engine first. One simmer, I kind of liked what he said. Hang on a second. if we get an engine fire, we can still get out. But what happens when you start one? What if that one catches fire? Then what, Batman? He's a good streamer, though. Okay, why are you not starting? Oh, on. Oh, she is. See how the blade slowly turns? Just eases up like the real plane does. Look at that. That's how your turboprops fire up, not the FSX way you hear the engine whine and this and that. And then right after light up, the blade is at full speed. I mean, not even turned an inch prior to it. It's hilarious. Okay, starter valve off. It was me. I accidentally hit the mouse button. Okay. Gen on. And everything looks good. Just takes, I mean, look at that. Just what it's taken to get it going. Okay. All right, got our engines going and low idle on both. Avionics on, cabin temp can now go to auto. Lights are set, transfer pumps. See what I mean? I thought there was. Are on, crossfeed to auto. Annunciator check.
Pull up.
All right, and we're ready to taxi. Bear with me, I am going to have to do this outside. Let's get some lights dimmed in the cabin. Okay. We'll just run with that for now. Let's go. Oh, wait. No, it did it. Evansville traffic, Sam 18 taxiing the runway 18 for departure. Hopefully, when we get down here, we'll hold, and we're not going to do the normal run-up. We're going to do some testing of what the radar looks like and all. Hopefully, if it fails, we'll just go HSI. If it doesn't, and we can fly it with the autopilot, that'll be a win-win chicken dinner. All right, you aspiring pilots, what is this line right on the nose gear? Hawker, stay quiet, because I know you're aspiring to be one. Hang on, I don't have my phone hooked up. Sorry, folks. Again, marking this, the nose gear is on. What is it called? Give me a second, I'll have my phone turned on here in a second. No answers. Wow. Y'all are awful quiet. If you're still out there, Hawker, what's the answer? Okay, it's the extended hold line for the runway on the center line. They put it out so that way as you roll in, you know you're coming to a hold. Even though you have a hold line right in front of you with red, and usually on both sides, a hold sign. thought maybe y'all be interested. Y'all just want to eat dinner, that's fine too. I get it. I see where we rate. All right, like I said, we're going to do something here real quick. Bear with me, I need to first look at it. Okay, there won't be any weather showing. I'm just trying to get a feel for what I want it on. I'll probably keep it HSI. Yeah, for now, we'll just see. We'll kind of play with it. Everything else should be that. Okay, here we go. All right, we are, I believe, going to be ready. Auto feather arm. Props checked. Dish levers go to high level now. Go ahead and kick on the leads. And Nito beats. Alright, and boost pumps on, friction set, radar, everything set, flight controls. One time check. Okay, and rudders are good. Here we go. Before takeoff's pitot heat transponder, that would be a good one. Okay, 1330 picket. Okay, that looks good. And Centralia, we're ready to go. Strobes, auto ignitions armed. Okay, during takeoff, just so you know, we're going to see auto feathers illuminate. Ignitions are illuminated. And we'll watch our ITT. We're gear up at 90. Climb out at blue speed. And set for 2000 once we're comfortable. Trim. Looks good. All right, here we go. Evansville traffic, SAM 18, departing runway 18 to the south. last check of the altimeter setting here. 2997. Okay. Here we go, folks. Takeoff lights on, strobes on, beacons on. Clear for takeoff. And just clarification, the C90 and this T44 are default when you purchase X-Plane 12. It's very touchy. Rotate. Positive brake gears up. Okay, sorry for the quietness. Clicked on that. We are surprisingly doing a real good job in the climb here. The only thing I only have a complaint on is trying to read gauges. As I fine-tune the engines. That's why it'd be nice to be able to move them both again. Now, I know a lot of you out there have, you know, sticks and all for that. So, we'll turn off the taxi light now. I think we can turn them all off. Okay, after takeoff, flaps up. Okay, autopilot's on, engine, sync climb power, prop set at 2000, synchro phasers on, auto feather can go off. I'm gonna keep it. And cabin signs, and we'll wait till 10,000, turn that off. All right, and then we're on our way. That was a lot better departure than last time. Okay, there's Pocket City. Now it's time to go direct to, well, yeah, sort of, kind of to, I guess we are direct looking at the map. Centralia. I thought we had a little wiggle in it, but we're on our way. I just want to make sure 12,000 we do our thing. Look at that beautiful nighttime sky. Hard to believe. I got a feeling those storms fizzled on us. Dang it. Should have gone the other way. Well, that's a good sign. Now let's see if she actually does it. Sure. Looks like we're gonna level. Boy, this aircraft is like night and day from about a week or two. Wow. Great job, Laminar, in the update. Great job. Okay, all we gotta do is just kind of stay up to date with what's going on around us. Yeah, they're fizzling out. Alright, well, let's get down here. Alright. I will be right back. Need to get something to drink.
All right. 12,000. Pushing a good speed here at about 190. And about 20 minutes out. Okay. VATSIM radar has a dying storm around Centralia, ENLVOR for those not familiar with the territory here, and then stuff to the south. I'm not even seeing lightning, so I'm thinking this may not show. Let's go to the map on board. Nothing showing up. Dang it. Oh well. Storm chasing, storm hunter. What did you call me, Duluth? Tornado hunter 2. Flashlight up. Oh, great stuff, guys. Great stuff. Just not seeing anything, nor is anything showing up. On the map. All right, well, you know, we've still got time. You know, X-Plane and me are not going anywhere, so we'll make another run maybe tomorrow, most likely during the week or Friday. And if you have a flight, either takeoff or arrival destination for me to fly from, hey, that invite there to our Discord channel, we do have a spot in there for flight suggestions. And yes, I do pull maybe a year for it, but yeah, I do check in from time to time to see if anyone's given me any ideas. So let me know. Stuttgart is on my list, along with some more in Germany. I know this is the time of the year I think the weather begins ramping up as they begin slowly their slide as well into the winter months. So we'll see. We'll kind of watch and see what we can find. We also got a tip on a good website to go check. We'll do that from time to time just to see if we can't find some bad weather. All right, speaking of which, let me get an altimeter. Well, I will say this much. There is a convective SID in place for our region. So right. Let me turn on NextRad here. Yeah, they're even showing one off of Centralia, so we'll kind of play it by ear, even though the map is really the key as to whether we'll see anything. So, hope your weekends all went well. It is pretty much wrapping up for everyone. We're within about 3.5 hours of midnight here in the St. Louis area. So, soon it will be that dreaded Monday. At least for me, I'm off. But I know many of you get back to work. It's about time you got back to work. And, but no, hopefully you'll have a great week. Hopefully the forecasting here is a little on the accurate side and saying supposed to cool off a little here. Cool off again mid to late week. We'll take it. Record high temperatures in September are always not fun to deal with. However, what we had last week, oh my gosh, that was dynamite. All right, 16 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and make a prediction. Okay, coming up to Zoli, which really means nothing to me. And what's that? 128. 7.5, right? Nope, 2.5. Okay, one thing to alert y'all to, these radios. Many VATSIM radios are 3 digits right of the decimal. We are only 2. I don't know if there is a way to fix that or not. So with VATSIM, say center comes up on, we'll just say, for our sake, 128.255. Not necessarily will 2.5 work. So you may have to go into your whatever client, whatever program connects you to VATSIM. I think it's .com1 space 128.255. Again, it's a made-up frequency. I don't know what center would be here, but something to keep in mind. There's a lot of aircraft still that work this way, and I wish they would get fixed. But it is what it is. I don't know if the real world, how they dealt with it, if they had to buy new radios. Wouldn't surprise me, by the way. But Just keep that in mind. Our common traffic frequency for Scott MidAmerica Airport is 12825. So, and those of you in the sound of my voice who fly in other regions like Europe or Asia or Australia, South America, here in North America, the whole continent for the most part. Well, actually, yeah, it is the whole continent plus the Caribbean. So Canada, US, Mexico, the Caribbean, maybe not Honduras and all of them, but you get the drift, are on common traffic frequencies, pulling people off Unicom. And now it's still a good idea to monitor Unicom on your movements because of people that either one, just won't do it, or two, forget. So that you don't cause, they don't cause you trouble. We actually, here's a funny quick story. Several months ago up in Usick, I wish you were here to help me. Finland or Sweden, probably Sweden. We were flying around on, well, taxiing in VATSIM out to the runway with ground. So we had an airport, I think it was Bergen, come to think of it. We were on Bergen ground, no tower, no approach, no center. We came up to the hold line and he cleared us to Unicom. Did not alert us there's a plane within a mile of the runway. So I keyed up and said we're departing. And I looked that way and I mean slammed the brakes. He was like right there, and he never mentioned him. That kind of torqued me off a little. That the ground controller didn't even want to say anything about traffic. So, word to the wise, be mindful that could happen to you. All right, we're gonna flip-flop these. All right. Anyone out there want to give me a what? Well, let's just get the weather up here for MidAmerica. And the survey says a calm wind. Now, oh wait, no, it's still mentioned. Okay, calm wind, 10-mile visibility, and 15,000 scattered 18,000. Distant lightning northeast. South drizzle ended at 2355 east, 17 miles. Am I reading that right? Let's find out. Oh, it began. Okay, hang on. Let me pull that up. It's something I've never seen before. So let me bring that up. I always love showing these interesting remarks. Okay, first off, let's just go here. All right, so you can see as of 0055, which was 42 minutes ago, calm wind, 10-mile visibility. There's what I read to you. Lightning distant northeast south. Drizzles. Now, this is saying, okay, B began at 2355, ended at 0017. And we are now 02, 01, 30, 0138. Okay, and we're over Centralia, so it's time to come down. 7,000. Anyway, showing that off here real quick. So here we are, Hobbits, Eichel 7000, Dutmai, and then we'll set up for 2-2 or 3-2 left. Come in on the Scott side. Shorter taxi to the ramp. Hang on. And from there, we'll continue right on down to 3,000 after 7,000. Okay, and I am gonna set us Okay, we're coming in. I'm starting, I think, get the lights for Scott. And we'll see how this works out. 109. Well, that turned into a bust. right, the airports are beginning to show up. They're just... You can see them. Scott, MidAmerica Tower, SAM 18 on the ILS, runway in sight, 32 left. All right, we're on the ILS. And Scott Tower, SAM 18, 5 mile final, 32 left. All right, it is gonna be a bear. landing.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Scott Tower, Sam 18 off at Echo to the to base ops. All right, 368, is that what I'm reading for the landing? Not bad. I mean, it felt worse. We'll see how it plays out with the VAs, with the VA, I should say. But we're taxiing down here to base ops to let our soldiers out. Looks like airfield maintenance has work to do on the ramp. All right, let's get those lights off. Let's see here. All right, so after landing, pitot heats are off, electric trim. Oh, electric's reduced, low feather, trim set. I don't even know if it'll work. Let's try something here. Sometimes this works. Not this time. Okay, I'm gonna put up the condition levers. Low trim set transponder. And strobes are off, shutting it down. All right, transfer pumps off. Crossfeed closed. Auto feather off. Hang on, let me get rid of that. It's so hard. Oh, that's real nice, Mike. You, inverter off. Okay, let's turn them off. Well, obviously, I turned something off that I wasn't supposed to. Okay. Well, there we have it. We are at MidAmerica Airport. I'll check here in just a second, see our numbers. Okay, it got submitted. And they were really nice to us. If I want to make sure what I read is right. Flew 113 miles, 39 minutes. And our landing rate, 0.9 Gs, 271 feet per minute at 82 knots. A little fast, but not bad. Okay, well, we'll take it. Okay, that all looks good with Sim Air Force. Cool. Close. That's the first time I never actually went in and set up a mission for it. All right, now let's get into what each of them called us out at. First, Elevatech. All righty, completing that flight. Okay, about 16, 17, probably about 18 or 1900 feet down, 86 knots, okay, they got us at 1.9 and 289 feet a minute. Not bad, not bad. 213. All right, so that's Elevatech, and we're parked. Oh, so that's what it's calling spot 13. Okay, I get it now. Okay, and it looks good. I mean, that's a good graphic, I'll give them. But by the way, as a kid, I lived right there. A correction, right there. Right on that road, to be exact. So, anyway, always fun to come back and see things like that. Long gone. Been a long time. All right, now the official scorekeeper being Sim Toolkit, and yeah, none of that showed up. Like I said, I really sometimes wonder how and when they get the updates, all that good stuff. Okay, Sim Toolkit has us at 368 and 84 knots. And there's what our routing looked like. Yeah, you know, not bad. Again, an hour flight, 112 miles, 199 kilograms. Oh, they got us at 2.8. I kind of believe that more than what we were getting on the others. And 368. I felt a little more of a thump in that than they reported. But we showed 1,470 feet down the runway. Yeah, I guess that's right. I was adding it wrong. And only, we'll call it 2 feet off the center line. Interesting. Interesting how they, what data refs they work off of. So, but anyway, what a great day of flying. If you missed it, the first flight is already at YouTube and available for viewing. This flight will be up sometime here in the next couple of days from Evansville, Indiana to Scott Air Force Base. I hope you enjoyed. We were in hunt of thunderstorms that just fizzled out. They were here. I mean, I heard the thunder all around. Even the METAR here is saying you should fly out of Mount Vernon for some fun. I flew over it. Oh. So, anyway, well, and we're in one of the planes that should show thunderstorms. And they didn't. That's what the primary focus was. See if we could find the storm. See how they look on radars of aircraft that should be working, even though I'm pretty sure TOLUS was working before the update. Still not 100% certain, but I know we went into a whale of a storm. Oh gosh, several months ago, near South Africa. Wow, what a storm that was to try to land in. You did. It took one go around and we came in. I couldn't even see the ground the first time. It was that bad. And then we got further vectored, solid establishment on the ILS, and we found it. But that radar scope, edge to edge, red. It was just unbelievable. So I know TOLUS did, and what's going on now, I don't know. But this aircraft never has, nor has any of the other default. So, all right. Well, I hope you all enjoy the rest of what little bit of the weekend is left for you. Monday starts for us in about 3 hours. So, many of you, it either has started or soon will. So, you all enjoy. Have a fantastic work week. If, like I said, we get time tomorrow, we'll try to get up in the air. If not, we'll try during the week or Friday. Really haven't pinned down anything. Again, I put the request out there. If you have an idea for Friday, there's an invite to the Discord channel. Hey, let us know. I'd love to know departure or arrival. I even pick from other streamers sometime out there because there are ports I never heard of. So, all right, so y'all enjoy. LIMJ, by the way, last Friday's flight, I never heard of that one. Compliments a black box. So we flew out of it. See you next week. Be safe, be kind to each other, and y'all just have a fantastic week. God bless.